my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit, your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop, it's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired, can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. The beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Masterpiece, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ride it. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound to surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bump it. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like black, yeah. And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah.
From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Mexico City Diablos. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh.
49. Go.
On first down, Swift. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Mike 57. I don't think you got it, sir. Mike's 57. 57's Mike. Yeah. Get it.
Second and 10. And that's incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. Third and 10. Back to throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. On fourth down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. Deep for the Chargers, Desmond King. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines.
Come on, man. Let's go.
At their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Tight on this side, one. Tight on the left. Tight on the left. Move. Fight.
That one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 30-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. Now it's Marino. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. A gain there of 21 yards.
Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him. 2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well. A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win. So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble. And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Marino. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's got this down to the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
Set. 30 base. 2 times.
Now a handoff here to his running back. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Watch out. Tight end right. Shoot.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
Stand on.
Now a handoff looking right. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here we go. 8, read. Get that quarterback.
Here's the first carry for Northwestern's Justin Jackson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll try and throw for it with Marino. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Darren Lee, and as a result, possession switches hands. Well, the D brought the house, they called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want, they go right to the blitz, and in this case, they nailed it, got right to the quarterback, no chance on that 4th down.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Mike's 49. Mike's 49. Hey, come on out here. Ready?
They'll set up a throw. And that will be incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Yeah, let's go second.
From the shotgun, Marino going deep here for Allen. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards.
First down, Los Angeles.
Ready? Mike 5. You.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Come on, set. 18 Gator. 80 weapons.
Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Shoot.
From the 30 on second down. Marino under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Yeah. Hey, check Mike 27, check Mike 27. Let's go.
Here's Marino to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Certainly appeared like they had a great chance of that turning into a touchdown, but maybe led him just a bit too much.
Yeah, out of the back of the end zone. And that's tough on a 5-yard pass, but one of that distance, that can be tough to gauge when you're in the back of the end zone. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Switch gears.
Five. Hey, lock it. Defense.
Marino here from the gun. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Completes it to Davis. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here we go. 60 or.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. They'll look to throw. He wants it all for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Derwin James with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Hey, Delta. Look at me. Zipper. Let's go. Let's bring it. Dude.
Marino sets up. Looking right sideline. That's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Now they try the right side here. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for L.A. 57 yards on the ground. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
Go now. 50, plant. Get it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Watch the 661. Matchbox lights.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him. He's got him in, complete. And all the way down to the 42. And they rattle off a big one. And even 40 yards. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. It's caught by Davis. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
You know, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a scree?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Second and long. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Man out. 49's the Mike. Watch 49. Switch up.
They're going to look to throw into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. The struggles continue here offensively. Still nothing for him on the scoreboard, and now an interception.
Yeah, the offense looks extremely sluggish, not really in sync at all. Dare I say, it looks like it got left behind in customs.
Oh, you've had that in your back pocket. You were waiting for that.
Probably should have left it in my back pocket, too.
Well played.
Watch the pass. Check. Draw corker. Shoot.
After the interception, here's Marino. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here's second and 10 now from about the 32.
Check.
Marino will throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
First down,
Ready up. 21, Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Oh, you got deep? Smooth. Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. I'm on. Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. I'm here all day. Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Deep grip.
Now Marino on first down. Going for the deep ball. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
Nice kick.
Marino's pass. Intercepted. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Darren Lee able to record his 5th sack of the season. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Set. 10 logo. Hey, orbit. 3 down, 3 down. 5-5. Go. Fires the mic, fires the mic. 5-5, Mike 5. Ready.
On 3rd down, Marino. Wide open receiver complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
On the ready.
This quarterback now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. They'll get 34 yards there.
They're still looking for their 1st touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Ready, ready. 18, Gator.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a 1st down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Taysom Hill, his 1st touchdown on the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the 1st touchdown of the 2nd half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now this throw caught left side, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
Hitting out a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. The play action fake, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Desmond King picks it. There he goes right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
They'll take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. The reception good for 7. It's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 36. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now
and he's in for a Charger touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Looking to throw. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Jordan, a